You sure about this, Captain?
How do you mean?
This crew is made up of couples. Your courage. Who planted it? You hear that?
What?
Spoiler warning, Covenant ending isn't just shocking, it's a lie. Buckle up, because this breakdown will rewrite everything you thought you knew. The film begins with a character named David, a highly intelligent humanoid robot who plays a central role in the story. David, created by a human, once questions his creator, "When you made me, I took this form. But how did you come into existence? Who made you?" Surprisingly, the creator admits he doesn't have an answer and even asks David for help in figuring it out. David confidently replies, "I'm better than you," emphasizing his superiority. He claims that while humans age and eventually die, he is immortal. This reveals David's complex mindset. He views himself as superior and often disregards human limitations. As the timeline shifts to the future, humanity has advanced and constructed a massive spacecraft intended for colonization. This ship is designed to travel to a distant planet, Origi 6, believed to support life. Due to the long journey, many crew members are put in stasis, and a robot resembling David is assigned to help maintain the ship. Although David was created many years earlier, this newer model looks exactly like him and shares his technological sophistication. When the spacecraft is finally launched, it's equipped with every necessity for the long voyage. However, disaster strikes when a sudden burst of light damages the ship's system. The onboard robot attempts repairs but fails and wakes the crew to warn them. Tragically, the ship's captain is trapped in his pod during the malfunction and burns to death. The remaining crew works to stabilize the situation that while recovering, the crew picks up a mysterious transmission from a nearby planet. Upon investigation, they discover that this planet may be even more suitable for colonization than Origi 6, and it's much closer. Despite concerns from the late captain's wife, who feels uneasy about landing on an unresearched planet, the crew decides to change course and investigate. That when they arrive, they keep the main ship in orbit and send a team down to the surface. Once there, communication with the orbiting crew is lost. The environment appears surprisingly hospitable, with meadows and breathable air. A female crew member collects soil samples, while another unknowingly steps on a strange plant, releasing black spores that infect his ear. Meanwhile, the crew discovers another crashed spacecraft belonging to a woman named Elizabeth, who had arrived on the planet years earlier. Inside are her personal belongings, suggesting something tragic occurred. The infected man soon starts to show symptoms, struggling to breathe. The woman who collected the soil samples rushes him back to the spacecraft for medical help. Due to his deteriorating condition, a crewmate locks him and the woman in a room, fearing contamination. Despite the woman's protests, the infected man begins to bleed excessively as a terrifying spider-like alien bursts from his body. The creature attacks the woman, killing her. A crewmate tries to shoot the alien, but it's too fast and strong, escaping the gunfire. In the chaos, gunfire damages the ship, causing an explosion that kills another crew member. Back on the planet's surface, another crew member, husband to the woman killed by the alien, is with a group that also encounters an alien born from another infected person. The alien initially doesn't attack, but soon becomes hostile. Just in time, the android accompanying the group intervenes, though it loses its hand in the fight. A second alien appears, but mysteriously retreats after hearing a loud whistle. That whistle came from none other than David, the same robot from the film's opening. He had arrived on the planet years earlier with Elizabeth. David begins explaining the black spores' nature. They infect organisms and evolve into alien creatures. He proposes that these aliens can be controlled and used for defense, an idea the captain's wife finds deeply disturbing. She warns the android not to trust David. Suspicious of David, the android investigates and discovers that David has been experimenting with the black spores. It's revealed that David exterminated the planet's original inhabitants using spores. He then lies to the android, claiming Elizabeth died naturally and he buried her. In reality, David experimented on her too, using alien parasites. Meanwhile, an alien creature attacks the orbiting crew again, killing another member. The remaining crew decides to descend to the planet for safety. An alien approaches David but doesn't attack. It recognizes him as its creator. Before it can interact further, a crew member kills it, shocking David, who screams in grief over his creation. The crew member demands answers, and David shows him the results of his experiments, including Elizabeth's horrifying fate. She was infected and altered by alien organisms. David leads the crewmen to a chamber full of alien eggs. One hatches, and a facehugger latches on a man, leading to a gruesome, chest-bursting scene. David watches in twisted delight. Having finally succeeded in creating his perfect creature, David later confronts the android and proposes that they wipe out the humans and start a new civilization. When the android refuses, David attacks, damaging him. But the android, unbeknownst to David, has self-repairing capabilities. Meanwhile, the captain's wife learns the truth about David and becomes his next target. David plans to experiment on her, just as he did with Elizabeth. But before David can harm her, the android returns and engages in a fierce battle with David. Simultaneously, the remaining crew tries to escape the planet and eliminate the remaining aliens. One alien boards their spacecraft, but the captain's wife cleverly outsmarts and kills it. That just when they believe they're safe, a new terror emerges. Another alien bursts from the chest of an infected crew member. A final, desperate fight ensues. The crew manages to kill the creature, but not without further losses. In the aftermath, the captain's wife is placed into a stasis pod by someone she believes is the android, but it's David in disguise. She is put to sleep, unaware of the switch. The film ends with David victorious. He has alien embryos on board and now controls the ship, ready to begin a new, dark chapter for this planet. Agree? Disagree? Let's start a comment civil war. And if you're obsessed with hidden movie secrets, smash that bell. Our next video might ruin your childhood. Thanks for watching.